In this video, we will learn how to send visuals from MadMapper to Depence. My MadMapper version is 5.7 and Depence version is 3, but the workflow is pretty same. We will start with the basics and end with making something cool together. Let's do it. So I got a Depence computer from one of my friends to make this series with you. This one is the first one. Here we are going to work with LEDs. Later we are going to work with lights, projections, and oh yeah, laser. So we are in MadMapper. Let's make sure we have some video output here. Oh, don't get confused with my laser output. Let's focus on video output for now. Okay, so this is my video output here. Let's make sure I have my publish to NDI enabled. Then I'm going to rename this to NDI out. So this is my MadMapper NDI out. What do I do with this? Let's go add something or anything like this. Yeah, so we need a quad. This quad is going to be this quad, but let's change the output mapping. So we have a complete grid going on, the output NDI output here. In Depence, let's make sure we have our NDI being received. To do that, let's go to settings, video sources. Let's add one NDI source called NDI 1 because we're going to add more later on. So here, first of all, let's set this quality to best and let's select our NDI sources here. Now I have my MadMapper output done. So we cross it off. Where do we have it? To ensure, let's add some pane. Maybe this one. I think, yeah, this looks good. Let's make it something logically better like this. So let's reset the workspace, no problem. So we have our settings here. Let's go to our plane. Okay, in materials, let's go and choose our video texture from here. And yes, it's there. So we want this to be a little emissive because this is going to replicate LEDs. So let's say emissivity 10 or maybe 30. We're going to find out that the effect in here. Yes, it's a bit emissive. So now we have our visual coming from MadMapper into here. Let's check it out. So we can play anything and this is going to show up here. Oh, did you see that we have rotated our texture unknowingly? How do we fix it? We can do it two ways. The first way would be we could flip it from our MadMapper side like this. That's one way. We can see our output is mirrored. We can fix it in here. Let's go to output and flip it. And I think we are there. Let's check it out with another visual. Yes, our input is like that. Our output is flipped. Okay, this was the bad way where you fix it here, but this happens in real life very often. So let's get back to where we were and try to fix this from the side of Depence. So we have something going from left to right, but here in Depence we have up and down. So we should ideally flip this and then fix the size. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, 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 pop. Any size we can be done. So this was the basic so far. So right now we are playing our visuals from MadMapper and seeing it on a plane from Depence as a material. What if we use a 3D model? To do that, let's remove this first. Let's go to 3D warehouse, a place for free stages. Let's search for a DJ stage. Why not? Yeah, this looks good. Let me check it out. Yeah, this looks okay. So let's check out the stage. How does this look? So if we are in Depence, we would not need any of the fixtures here, but for now, let's just keep them there. Okay, I like the DJ dude, but I don't think this screen is one texture. This is made with a lot of pixels. Let's go to Depence. Let's import a 3D model. We call our 3D model stage 1. So now we have a stage. Oh no, our display is under the soil. So let's fix our display. So we can say we have installed our LED in Depence. Let's place something not square, maybe 16:9. Hey, let's try some juicy materials from MadMapper library. I so love this library. Let me show you why. Let's go to public and check this out. Full of crazy materials. And every day it's enhancing because they have added Mad AI. So let's take this one, install and add to project. Let's go to this one. I would render it to texture. I would make this 1080p. Then I'm going to play this on this slice. Let's fix the input mapping. Remember, we're here in input mapping and we have an output mapping. Let's see what's going on here. We have an awesome visualization. Let's see what we can do with this parameter. We could go crazy like this. We could, of course, change the field of view. So is that it? No. What if our Funky Boy DJ gets some money and gets to rent few more LEDs like this? So we want our Funky Boy DJ to make some money and hire more LEDs and give more jobs to us. So let's say we have 3 displays. How do we connect 3 NDI sources from MadMapper? Let's just do it. So right now we have 3 displays, but they are all playing the same visual from MadMapper. Let's add more displays in MadMapper. So we had NDI out 1. Let's rename this to 1. Let's duplicate. So let's rename this to 2 and let's rename this to 3. So our NDI 1 is center, NDI 2 is our left, and NDI 2 is our NDI 3 is our right. So we have set our projectors. Remember, we have all our NDI going out. So let's go to our slices. Now we have something playing on our center. Let's go and add. Easier way would be duplicate this slice, play something else on left and duplicate it right, play something else. So let's say we have this playing from our MadMapper. Okay, let's go to Depence. Let's go to settings, video sources. I'm going to add 2 more NDI 2. Remember, this is why we set the name MadMapper 1 NDI 3. So let's go and change this to best because we don't want to cheat with ourselves. So for NDI 3, let's go to MadMapper and this says 1-2 because probably this was the first name when they started sending the NDI. That was the name No problem with us. 1 by 1 is our NDI2. So we have still this is not playing because we will have to go and change the video source from materials. Remember, our NDI2 is left and our NDI3 is right. So now we're playing 3 displays like this from our MadMapper. What if? Let's try to make something seamless because it's easy here. What if we let's just drop all the slices. Let's just close all of them. Oh no, I was liking kinda this one. Yeah. Let's stretch this to the full display. And we have a crazy seamless thing going on. Let's put something else. Maybe another beautiful material from MadMapper. So you could. So until now, this was basic and intermediate. What if we have a crazy stage? Like crazy means crazy. So far, these are all basics. Now it's time to get advanced. So take a breath, hit a like, and let's move on to the advanced section. So we have downloaded this model from our SketchUp world. So let's make a pixel mapping kind of thing where we want to have a seamless screen on all of this. That's going to be our one. And we want to have one square display that is going to project into all of the side screens. If we are ready, let's process this SketchUp. By the way, I have made a full SketchUp web series where you could make 3D sketches for free, and you could also access all the pre-made awesome models. So to start, let's use something called texture projection. I'm going to add a new tag. This tag is going to call texproj, means texture projection. So to start, I'm going to draw a blah blah like this. Yeah, a pane, a shape. So this area would be this. The last point of my pane would be this, and the last point on this side would be this. Let's check the other side. Yeah, it has to be somewhere here. So now we have our whole LED covered. Let's insert some texture which is awkwardly wide. We could do it with an HD 16:9 texture, but I have went one step further and decided to make my own ultra wide textures for this. So I'm going to place this as a texture that is going to cover almost much as I can. So okay, this looks fine. I'm going to position it a little bit so that this is a little bit center aligned. So right button, texture, projected. So this texture is right now projected. I'm going to hit F for the fill bucket and press Alt to select the color picker. So I have selected the fill tool and press Alt to use the color picker tool to pick the texture which is projected here. So now my texture is this. Let's select some other tag, hide this tag. Let's go inside all the LEDs. Yeah, baby. And when I'm inside, I would select the pane and press B to select the fill and paste the texture. I know it looks super boring, so let's go faster, and I think you got the idea. So now we have our texture mapped here, number one. Number two would be the side screens. What do we want with them? Let's go closer. Oh, this looks nice. The design looks beautiful. So let's import some texture which is 16:9 and Let's position it here properly like this. Let's pick this color. So let's take a look at how our entire 3D stage looks with projected textures. So before we import this model, let's remove this hidden tag because this is going to show up in Depence. So delete the entities. Let's save this. Okay, let's go to Depence. Let's import our 3D model. Remember, this is called stage 2. So we have our model imported. Let's take a look at what do we have here. So we have everything including our texture. So before doing anything, let's go to settings, video sources. Let's make sure our MMNDI1 would be the LED, which is already connected. MMNDI2 would be our side screen. We would not need MMNDI3. Let's just leave it there. First of all, let's go to MadMapper. Let's make sure we are sending one epic screen on MMOut1 because this is going to be our, let's say this is going to be our 7680 4x HD. This looks wide, okay. And how about our screen? This is going to be our camera. Let's put it here and let's just remove this one. Less confusion. Let's go to our slices. Let's remove all about. Let's take this one. Let's put this onto our LED, which is MMNDI1. This looks awkward. This hurts my eyes. So let's fix this in our input mapping. So let's put some texture here. By the way, our texture is supposed to look like this. So what's going on here? So for our LED, we are sending this one. Let's call this LED for now. And for our iMag, let's add something. Let's say, let's put on this one for now. So let's go to output. Our iMag screen should be this one. Oh, by the way, our LED is supposed to start from here and go up to here. Yes. So let's squeeze our input even more like this. So we are sending these two signals in our NDI. Anyways, let's say this one. Let's double click this. Let's double click this, double click this, double click this, and then double click this. So we are selecting this group object. Is this the right group object we want to impact? Yes. Let's go to material. Let's change the video source to MM1, and this needs to be a little bit emissive. Let's say 30. Yes. Okay, so how about this one? Let's select this texture. Is this the right texture? Yes, it is. So we are going to change the material to our MMNDI2 and then set the emissivity to 30. So now we have our Depence ready and connected to our MadMapper. Is this the end? No, not yet. Let's go and make some pixels like this. Let's put it here. Let's open up MadMapper. Hey, let's hide everything. It's too chaotic for now. So let's select the line tool. Let's make sure in outputs we have our video cursor. So now we can see our cursor. Do you see that? Let's zoom in. To start, let's see what's there. Okay, let me draw some shape which resembles something like this. Haha, I know it's funny, but when I finish, you will see who is the one laughing. Let's make this shape first, the left one. Oh, my display is being flipped, am I right? So what I will have to do is put some text. So let's select this one, and this is going to be upside down. Alright, so let's select this output, and remember we turned it upside down. Let's fix it. Now we have something that is not creating any chaos. So let's draw an outline in the output. Let's say we have a shape like this. Now let's try to make a mapping. So if you're done with one, this is going to be super easy for the rest. Okay, so we are done with one slice. Let's make a copy. And now this is going to be easier, just like I said before. So you can see this is not perfect, but I believe you got the clear idea how you could draw inside Depence from MadMapper. Let's say what we have done here. We have tons of lines. Let's group them, call them lines. Let's place something on these lines. What would be that? Maybe this. Oh, this looks beautiful. Let's turn off and let's see what do we have here in our festival. Let's play some hazy lines, something crazy, or maybe something colorful. So let's go to video sources, go to our MM2 and make sure our NDI is selected to NDI out 2, nothing else. So we have our iMag and our entire Depence ready to rock and roll. As I mentioned before, this video is one part of a complete series, MadMapper and Depence. You can find the playlist in the description below, where we connect MadMapper with LEDs and projectors, MadLight with lighting, and MadLaser with lasers, all in Depence. If you know these basics, you will know how the next part is done. Whatever you just saw, the contents were done with Adobe After Effects, the music was done with Ableton, the visualization was done in Depence, and the video mapping, light mapping, laser mapping, everything was done in MadMapper and was playable with one click. So I made a complete ground up video training on that. You can start here. And hi, my name is Zunayed Sabbir Ahmed. I'm from a beautiful country called Bangladesh. And if you are not seeing our new channel all about stage show, you are missing it. See you there. Bye-bye.